Whyvia is a very simple game with a very simple premise. Get strong. The visual style was inspired by old school JRPGs such as Final Fantasy on the NES, but right away you'll see that it's not a JRPG, it's actually an action combat system. After your first dungeon, you'll realize that killing all enemies will allow you to reset the dungeon with stronger enemies at the cost of resources. This is an interesting mechanic that I would like to see in more RPGs, because it means that once you've finished a dungeon, it's not completely useless. Where the game really opens up is when you get to your first town. You'll be able to use the inn, buy food, upgrade your weapons and armor, but more importantly, you'll be able to change your class. This game's got a lot of classes and a really interesting way of creating hybrid classes. You see, there's going to end up being these active skills, and if you get them a high enough level, you can then use that skill on every class. But the passive abilities will always affect every class. So at the start of the game, you're pretty weak because you only have one class leveled up. But as you get further along in the game and get more passives, suddenly you realize, oh, I'm pretty strong now. Your build can get so busted that you can one-shot the final boss. Progression, however, is broken up into sections on the world map. You'll basically come across certain things that'll block your path, and by defeating bosses, you'll get power-ups that will allow you to destroy those blockades. It's a deceptively simple yet very addicting little RPG. And honestly, that's kind of all this game has going for it. But considering it's like $10 and I still got like 6 or 7 hours of playtime, I would recommend it.